Hello everyone, welcome to episode 2 of Curious Titans podcast. Winter season is starting in North India, and with it, the dreadful images of Delhi smog comes haunting in everyone's mind. I am also allergic to increased pollution levels and dust. As I live in Delhi NCR, my allergies start to aggravate with the increasing levels of pollution. I was curious and wanted to understand the possible causes of the pollution crisis of North India. So today we are going to talk about why North India's air pollution continues to be a pressing problem despite several government initiatives. According to a report by the Weather Channel, the health impact of simply breathing in North India is equivalent to smoking a pack of cigarettes every day. In the winters from October to January, authorities in Delhi float health advisories asking people to remain indoors and avoid exercising as the city turns into a gas chamber. Air pollution claims the lives of over a million Indians each year. This is also bad for the economy, as people spend more on hospitalization due to pollution related illnesses, resulting in financial burden to common people and lower productivity at their work. One study found out that the children born in areas with high level of air pollution have permanently decreased cognitive and lung function. IQA's 2022 list of world's most polluted cities shows that 14 out of top 20 most polluted cities are in India, and in top 50 there are 35 Indian cities. Most of these cities are in North India. Although mainly Delhi's air pollution remains in the national news, the reality is same across North India. In 2016, the Delhi Pollution Control Committee stated, because of geographical disadvantages, air pollution in the city would never be reduced to acceptable levels. The wind speed, direction, and lack of moisture are the most important factors influencing air quality. The average wind speed in Delhi during the winter months ranges from 1 to 3 meters per second, which is significantly lower than the average wind speed in the rest of the country. The pollution is also due to the lack of wind, which may drive away pollutants. For most part of the year, air in North India is dry, as it is relatively far from the coastal areas. The moist air or sea breeze from the Indian Ocean, Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal gets drier as it moves north, and the dry winds carry more and more dust and pollutants. This becomes bad by winter, which causes pollutants to settle low above the ground and reduce visibility. To make things worse, the Thar Desert to the northwest of India, the Central Plains and the Himalayas to the north surround Indo-Gangetic Plains. Dust and suspended particles are multiplied due to sandstorms from the nearby Thar Desert in Rajasthan. This is already causing deforestation in the highlands around Delhi and NCR. As the winds blow from the coastal areas towards the north, carrying pollutants with them to the northern plains, they eventually get trapped by the Himalayas in the north. This is the geographical tragedy of Delhi and North India. The practice of stubble burning to clear farmland for the next harvest is prevalent in farming in the northern states of Punjab, Haryana, and western Uttar Pradesh. The seasonal stubble burning, which happens in the months of October and November, produces smoke that lingers throughout the winter. Forest fires in Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand, burning leaves, cooking and heating stoves also contribute to the smog. The winds also carry sulfur dioxide generated by big power plants and refineries, as there are 13 fossil fuel powered plants within 300 kilometers of Delhi. This buildup of pollutants not only harm Delhi but the entire region from Punjab to West Bengal. North Indian region is like a bowl that accumulates pollutants which has a restricted exit to escape. A senior researcher at IIT Kanpur claims that the Himalayas prevent polluted air from fleeing further north. Since the cool air is heavier, in winters this mix of polluted air settles close to the ground, unable to rise above the high mountain range. Pollution added by emissions from factories, coal-fired power plants, transportation, etc. also contribute to this hazardous mix. In winters, when moisture droplets rest on suspended particles, they react with gases to produce a muddy brown haze, This is how the dreaded winter smog is created. Southern cities are not that worse as compared to their northern counterparts, even if many causes of air pollution remain in the region. The situation in South India and coastal areas is different. Let's consider a large city of Chennai, the capital of the state of Tamil Nadu. The city of Chennai and its surrounding districts are India's automotive capital, with some of the world's largest manufacturers. Tamil Nadu has several coal power plants, and Chennai has a high vehicle density. If you have never been to Chennai, you would think it is a deep grey soup of pollution fed by chimneys and tailpipes of over 500,000 cars, buses, trucks, and other vehicles, much like Delhi during the winter smog. But that is not the case. People of this megacity have inhaled air with mild amounts of pollutants and are free of pollution as compared to Delhi and northern India because it is a coastal city. The wind takes most of the pollution away from it. Owing to its geographical misfortune, Delhi and northern India should be treated as a pollution sensitive zone. Every ecosystem is different in its adaptability to change. And for a place with so many location disadvantages and a massive population, special provisions and mandates should be ensured to combat pollution. Delhi's pollution cries can be heard across the news media in the winters, and government failure to combat is highlighted, sometimes for political reasons. But the situation is not bad only in Delhi, it is the same across North India. Delhi is bordering two states, Uttar Pradesh and Haryana, and four major cities, Gurgaon, Faridabad, Noida and Ghaziabad. Gurgaon and Faridabad are in Haryana, Ghaziabad and Noida are in Uttar Pradesh. These five cities are collectively known as Delhi National Capital Region or Delhi NCR. And all the areas in and nearby NCR have major industries in operation. However, the media portrays that only Delhi is not doing enough to combat pollution problem. The point is that only one state cannot fix this pollution crisis in the North India as a whole. The governments of the three states, Haryana, Delhi and Uttar Pradesh, would have to come together to formulate a strategic solution. Rather, a national policy is required to implement these solutions across the affected North Indian states. The politics between the center and the state governments do not help much. It only gives way to blame game and bad policy implementation. The idea of sustainability could be the same across the board, but its implementation should be different as per the sensitivity of the environment of a place. And North India, and especially Delhi NCR, needs a focused strategy altogether. It is high time that the common people who are most impacted by the pollution crisis should rise and demand for a holistic solution from the policymakers, and not just get swayed away by the biased news coverage and political blame game. Until common people demand, the ones in power would not act, or only act enough so that people remain silent. Thank you so much for listening. This is Nilesh UK from Curious Titans. Please take care. Bye bye.